Why do you feel like men, especially NBA players, get with the white women? Is it because they're easy, quote unquote?
I got some theories, but I really want to hear it from him.
I do too. I want to hear it too.
I honestly think that maybe is they appreciate maybe more and they apologize more.
Listen.
What's your introduction, but what's your experience with the conversation about black athletes ending up with white women or black men who prefer white women at large?
I would honestly say mine is frustration.
Okay.
Because I think the conversation needs to go in a different direction.
Okay.
I think we're lacking the communicative skills to be able to even have a conversation that's edifying, that gets us to the other side of being frustrated. It is something that's a real thing, and I can acknowledge that. But even as a black woman, a former athlete that went to a PWI, a single black woman, you know, I have my feelings. Like, I love black men. I prefer them as well. So it's almost like sometimes I feel like, man, they got another one of them. But at the same time, it's like, you know, love is love.
So you being an athlete that made millions and millions of dollars, why do most athletes choose white women?
Because 50% of white women in college. It's a higher rate of white women in college than black women. So it's like if you're a professional, I mean, if you're a college player, you're going to majority be in the class with what type of woman?
White women.
You gotta really break that down and think about what he's saying in this situation. Most of your big time football schools are gonna be PWI, but also, I mean, there's still black women who go to these colleges, but.
Exactly. Those are the women going to the school, actually going to class, so you're going to be subjective.
Actually going to class.
Talking to the people who are at the school is white women. So it's like, you know what I mean? Unless you got a girl from high school who you know what I mean? Most of the black girls from high school don't go to college. So if you're an athlete, you know, you're going to run into a white woman because the percentage, you could Google the percentage of white women in college.
Yeah. Especially at like
all the big schools.
Big schools.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Way more white women.
The majority of white women in college, so it's like those the girls you're gonna be with, you know, or you spending your time and seeing.
So it's not like a sellout thing. A lot of people are upset when they see that. They think like black men are selling out, but it's not that.
I feel like you're just, you know, that's what they're around. You're gonna adapt to your environment, so.
And I'm more than convinced that that is a big reason why we see so many black athletes date white women too, or date outside their race. You know, there's a dynamic with, you know, these white athletic teams because white men own those teams. They try to mask it as preference. Oh, I just prefer to date outside my race. But it's not really you preferring them. It's really you using, you know, I'm going to use white women as an example. It's really you using white women as pawns. Oh, if the white man dates white women and I date white women, I'm that much closer to being just like the white man. No.